Okay guys, this is my second video. Right now I will be reviewing the Tinker Construct mod, which is a mod that is in the Hexit mod pack. So this structure here, just gonna go over this first because it needs to run for a while, is what is known as a smeltery. It basically can make different parts out of metallic items for you. And it's, isn't it? Work. Okay. I'll fix this. Probably a momentary glitch. There we go. Okay. So the smeltery. It's used to smelt metallic items. Put these in here for later. These are all metals available in Tinker Construct. Iron, steel, aluminum. So we'll come back to that after a bit because some of the metals take a while to melt. So to start off Tinker Construct, when you start up a world that has the Tinker Construct mod installed, you will get this book, Materials and You. It gives you some basic info, including the crafting recipes of most of the items, including this, the blank pattern, which is the main thing you need to get started. Then you also get the second version of Materials and You, and then there's also Mighty Smelting, which is basically the third version of crafting recipes. So, the first couple of crafting recipes that you'll need to get this started, you'll need the blank pattern, which is just 2 sticks and 2 planks. You'll need it, and you'll need 4 of them to start this off. You'll need 1 blank pattern and 1 oak wood plank, makes a oak stencil table. The color of the legs of the table change depending on what kind of wood you use. Then you can also put a blank pattern above a chest to get a pattern chest. And then you can put a blank pattern over a oak wood to get a part builder. And then a blank pattern over a crafting table to get a tool station. So these are the 4 items. The stencil table, you put in blank patterns, it makes different things that you can create, and then you can use the part builder to make them using certain things, like say you can make oak wood binding, a stick, you can take tool rod, take bone, get a bone rod and some bone meal. The reason I'm getting sticks and bone meal and stuff is because these two require half of an item, which means that you're going to get basically the equivalent of half of the item back. Then, like say, the scythe head, it requires 8 cobblestone to make, so it's a very large item and is used in the second tier of things. Then you can put together stuff in the part builder into the tool station. You can make pickaxes, shovels, axes, mattocks, a couple other things, and then also modify them. I'll let you experiment with this as it's a huge amount of customization that you can do. Then here's just a couple of solid tools that come pre-coded into the creative menu. Solid flint pickaxe, blue slime battle swine, cobalt hammer, etc. Then this is the upgraded version of the tool station. It is a tool forge basically, and you craft it by using 3 seared bricks, which I'll get into in a bit, a tool station, and 4 iron blocks. It is an expensive recipe, but it is totally worth it because it unlocks an entire row of items that wasn't there before. So there's a bunch of different things down here. So okay, I thought that this would work, but you can pour the metal into different molds, which you create by taking one of these patterns and then covering it in gold. It only requires a little bit of gold to do this, and there's a bunch of other things in this mod that I'm not going to go into because this is a huge mod. But one of the things I will say is that this mod does include one new mob, a blue slime, which is basically a normal slime. But here is a pickaxe I made, and that using Tinker Construct. You can see it looks all crazy. Just so you know, this is made, to me, this is the best pickaxe that you can make. So, with a diamond pick, it will take you a long time to get through obsidian, right? Everyone knows this. It takes 20 seconds for one obsidian. So with this better pickaxe I can do, goes through it in a lot less time. It's about 10, 15 seconds. But you'll also see that it slowly regenerates its uses over time, which is one of the better things that you can do with Tinker Construct. It says that right on this, auto repair is one of the things. As long as you have it in this inventory, it will continue to make things. Now this button here, you might have seen it in my last review, the backpack mod. It has several slots which all do different things. This row is simply your armor slots. Several of these have not been implemented yet. This is a knapsack, which is basically a Tinker Construct backpack. I won't go into it. You can look up on the wiki how to craft it. It requires some interest. It requires a couple of iron sticks, some leather, some other materials. Then here is one of the more interesting parts of the mod. So if I go into the creative inventory, creative mode, Tinker Construct has 3 separate things. So if I go here, you can see all the different pre-made tools that it has for you. But then here is all the modifiers and tool parts. And down at the bottom are the knapsack, this thing, a couple of ore berries, which are also explained in the little books the mod give you, and then these heart canisters. They stack up to 10, and it permanently will increase your health. So if you go back into survival mode, open your inventory, look at the slot. These are super expensive to craft. It requires 4 diamonds per, and basically a wither bone. Not just a regular skeleton bone, but a wither skeleton bone, which is another item and modifier made in this mod. If I put this here, you can see that my health is starting to increase, and it's turning orange over the red. So if I give myself regeneration, this should be regeneration. Shoot. Go, regeneration. My health has turned orange. That means that it's not just regular health, it's double normal health. Then also, if you look in, you can see the liquid inside of the smeltery. Okay, now that that's worn off. See, I took damage, and it's going to regen back. The best thing is, these things do not have durability. but they are super expensive to make, and when you remove them, luckily it keeps it until you take damage again, but then it won't regen back. So as long as you have those in your inventory, it will basically make you have extra health. See, I believe there's also a button to open this. The O button automatically will open it. So if you wanna get a way to directly open that, there it is. You can press O. Now here are a couple more crafting recipes that have to do with the smeltery. Seared bricks, it explains how to make them in the little booklet you get. You use them mostly, then you also need lava tanks because lava is used as fuel in the smeltery. Then you use a smeltery drain, smeltery faucet, and a casting table to make these, which is how you output different item bits. And then you use it pour it on a casting table. And then the smeltery controller is the thing you put the metals you want to melt down in. So that is basically 90% of the Tinker Construct mod in a nutshell. This is one of my first couple of videos, so you may notice a couple of problems in it that you might want to tell me. And I am okay with that because I need all the help I am a new YouTuber, so help would be much appreciated. And I guess this is goodbye. Kamikaze Road!